The thermostat's been installed for a couple of months now. It's been very easy to use. The whole family are familiar with the app, and it's working as planned. So this house is big, old. There's no room for cavity wall or anything like that, and it costs a fortune to heat. And we found that the only way we could get the house warm was to have the heating on 24/7, and that was just very expensive. So I was looking for more intelligent ways of heating and controlling the house, so hopefully to keep it warm, but also to save me money. So I've been looking at all these intelligent thermostats that have been coming out, and this one caught my eye because it knew where you were at any time by the iPhone app. So if you're out the house, and everyone was out the house, it didn't heat it, but it knew when you were coming back, so you came home to a warm house. For the first time in 16 years here, we've got a warm house all the time. Every room is warm, but we're not wasting energy. I can see by the report on Tado that it switches off when it reaches temperature, and it's very intelligent. It seems to be off more than it's on. I don't know how it's particularly doing it. There's no running around adjusting all the thermostatic valves all the time. I can have that visualization of when the heating's on, when the hot water's on. The hot water's switched to auto on, so when we're in the house, it ensures there's a tank full of water. It switches off when it reaches temperature, as hot water does. But you know, in the past, it's been difficult to know when to put the hot water on. With two teenagers in the house, one washes, one doesn't. But you know, too extreme. There's always been requests for hot water, so that has been good as well. So the main reason for installing Tado was to save money. It's only been in a couple of months, but I can see from the app that it's off more often than it's on. Apart from that initial heating up the house in the morning, it must be saving me money. I'm doing the meter readings monthly with my power provider. It's looking less so far. Still waiting for the cold snap to come, so it's been nice and mild, but I would say at the moment, yes, it's definitely saving me money. Because generally I don't trust all marketing. I've learned that a lot of marketing is not, you can't take it at face value. The option to rent Tado was a no-brainer really. So for £100 for a year's rental, I could test it out to see if it works. After 2 months, I know it works. I'm going to buy it at the end of the rental period. The money I've spent on the unit is definitely well invested. It's already obviously saving me money from the time that the boiler's off more than on. The house is very warm. We have control over it all the time. We can all see it from the iPhone. When people are out, it's not on. It is definitely saving money. I would never go back to old style thermostat now. This is so much more intelligent. You'd just be throwing money down the drain if you went back to the old thermostat. Plus, you've got this control of the heating via your iPhone, which is with me all the time. So I can look at it all the time. I do enjoy looking at the reports as well to see how efficient it is. You can adjust the temperature from where you're sitting if you feel that it's a little bit hot. Although Tado does that automatically based on the temperature outside. You can adjust the temperature yourself because your preferences change throughout the day, or different people, or hot or cold. You can just nudge it up half a degree and that makes all the difference. Same with the hot water. You can switch that on or off if needed. If we just used it all up, then you just switch it on again, or you can put it in auto. I've got the schedule to turn off at 10:30, but the house stays warm afterwards. But then if you got friends around like we did the other night, you can just switch it on to manual mode, and it just keeps the house at a constant temperature. And then before you go to bed, you switch it back onto auto, and then it shuts down for the night, which is so clever. And then it will start warming up again around about 5 o'clock in the morning to make sure that there's hot water and heating for when you get up. I've got it, there's a setting between comfort and cost saving, I think. I've got it on full eco mode, whatever that means, to do maximum savings, and I see no reason to need it any warmer. We're not the type of people that like the cold, so we do like a warm house, but the eco-saving is working very well. So the nice thing about the app is that you don't have to think about it. It's fully automatic. But if you do want to tinker with it or look at it, it's totally controllable as well. It's just fantastic. The geek in me is very pleased with it. I've got the app installed on my iPhone 5. The wife has it on her iPhone 4. My son has it on his Android phone, low spec Android phone. I access the website from the web. I can control it via the web. There's some more advanced settings on the web, but they're kind of set them once and then forget about them type thing. So you can get to it from many different platforms, and it seems they've just brought out a Windows app for it, so Windows Phone app. So for those people that have those. I see they've just brought out a Windows Phone app as well, so they're obviously keeping up to date with all the platforms there to make it as accessible as possible. I can access the website from home or from work. You know, you just sign into the site with your secure sign-on, and you can see everything there and make tweaks as necessary. One of the main reasons for getting this was my energy bills were just rising year on year on year. It was costing a fortune to heat the house. So with this, I can control the heating if I want to. It does it all automatically, and there's definite savings coming along already. With anything new, when you're installing it, there's always some questions or little niggles or things. So I called up their support. I was concerned because they're based in Germany. I didn't know how reactive they would be or what the language situation would be. They have been fantastic. Always available, very, very helpful. You can get to them via email, which they respond to, or telephone, or chat. I've logged a couple of bugs, which they've either said, yes, we know about that, it's fixed in the next release, or thanked me and then fixed it. Fantastic technical support, and they seem to be constantly improving both the app and the technology. I have a Keston boiler, which has a bit of a reputation as being a dog, for valid reasons. We've had a lot of trouble with it, but now it's been working fine for a year. I was happy enough to have a go. I was worried that Tato would not support it, but it was one of the models that was supported, and when you apply or order Tato, part of the installation instructions, they're tailored specifically for the setup you've got. So you have to put the boiler in and your timer and your thermostat, and they produce tailored instructions for it, and then you just follow those. It's all done on, I followed it on my iPad, and you just follow it step by step by step, all very straightforward and simple, and great, again, with full technical support if you need it.